In this video, I am going to explain about journal entries. Journal is the book of original entry in which business transactions are recorded in chronological order, that is, in the order of occurrence, date wise. Transactions are recorded in the books of account with the help of source document. So, for example, check slip, invoice bill, debit note, credit note, pay in slip. The process of recording the transactions in journal is called as journalizing. The process of recording the transactions in journals is called as journalizing. There are two aspects involved in every business transaction. One is giving aspect and another one is receiving aspect. So, namely debit and credit. Every debit has a corresponding and equal credit, and every credit has corresponding and equal debit. Transactions are first recorded in journal. So, this is the format of journal. So, a journal contains 5 columns. So, first column date column and second particulars, third column is ledger folio L. Next debit and last column is credit column. So, a journal contains 5 columns: date, particular, ledger folio, debit and credit. Accounting rules of debit and credit. So, there are rules of debit and credits to record transaction. One is traditional approach and another one is modern approach. Under traditional approach, we have golden rules. So, it is the basic rules. So, we have personal account, real account and nominal account. So, account can be classified into, these accounts class may be classified into personal and impersonal. Under personal, we have natural, artificial and representative. So, under impersonal, we have real and nominal. Further, real account can be divided into tangible, intangible. So, we have personal account rule and nominal and real. So, accounting relating to persons is called as personal account. It is human being. And so, natural persons we can say Binod account, Malini account. So, it is natural person, human beings only. And artificial persons. So, artificial persons other than human beings recognized by law as persons. For example, bank company, bill company, bank, insurance company, say SBI bank, RBI like. So, next, representative personal accounts. It denotes persons only, either natural or artificial or group of persons. So, it denotes person only, either natural human being or artificial or group of persons. For example, outstanding salaries account or prepaid rent account. For example, when expenses are outstanding, it is payable to a person. It is payable in future to a person only, either natural person or artificial person, but it is payable or receivable from them. Okay, payable or receivable. So, hence it represents a person, so that we call it representative personal account. So, personal account can be classified into natural persons or artificial and representative personal account. So what is the rule for personal account? Debit the receiver and credit the giver. So under impersonal we have real and nominal account. So what is the rule for real account? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. And what about nominal accounts? Debit all expenses and losses and credit all incomes and gains. So these are the accounting rules or statements that establishes guidance on how to record transaction in our books. So all the business transactions should be recorded using double entry accounting method, which means one account should be debited and another account should be credited with the same amount. Example for personal account. If Mr. X receives cash of rupees 10,000 from Mr. Y, in this transaction Mr. X is receiver. Mr. X is the receiver and Mr. Y is the giver. So as for personal account, debit the receiver. So X should be debited here and credit the giver. So Y will be credited. So real account rule is debit what comes in and credit what goes out. For example, furniture purchased for rupees 50,000. So for real account, a real account can be an asset or a liability or it can be an equity. When something comes into your business, debit the account. When something goes out of your business, credit the account. So let's say you purchased furniture for rupees 50,000 in cash. So debit your furniture account. So debit your furniture account what comes in and credit your cash account as cash goes out from your business. Nominal account. The rule for nominal account, debit all expenses and losses, credit all income and gain. If any expenses or loss is incurred for the business, that should be debited. If any income or gain is earned by business, it should be credited. For example, salaries are paid to employee. Salaries are paid to employee. So salaries is an expenses for company, for business, and its salary account shall be debited. Salary account debited. Steps in journalizing. Step 1. Identify the account which are involved in the transaction. So first we have to identify the accounts which are involved in the transaction. After that, step 2, classification of the account. So, you have to classify the account. Third one is apply the rule, golden rule. You have to apply the golden rule. Next, step 4, find which account is to be debited. So, which account is to be debited and which account is to be credited. Then finally, you have to write the journal entry. Finally, you have to write the journal entry, narrations. So, narration is nothing but a short description. It should be brief and simple. A short description of each transaction is written under each entry. After writing your entry, you have to give brief notes about that transaction, which is called narrations. Which is called narration. So narration is nothing but a short explanation of each transaction is written under each entry, which is called narration. It should be simple and brief explanation about transaction. The narration must be simple and complete. Write the narration within brackets. Problem number 7. Enter the following transaction in the journal of Manohar, who is dealing in textiles business. So, 2018 March 1st, Manohar started business with cash rupees 60,000. So, Manohar started business with cash 60,000. So, you have to identify first. So, what is the first step? You have to identify two accounts. So, here involved account is Manohar, one is Manohar. So, another one is cash comes in. Okay. So, Manohar, so next step is, so first step over. So, we identified. So, Manohar involved account is Manohar and another one is cash. And step number 2 is, we have to classify. So, Manohar comes under personal account and cash account. What about cash? Comes in. So, it comes in real account. Next, step number 1 is over and step 2 is over, and third one is apply rule. Debit the receiver and credit the giver. Here, Manohar receiver or giver? Is he receiver or giver? So, Manohar is giver. Okay. Next, cash comes in or goes out? It is comes in. Comes in. Okay. So, Manohar started business with cash. So, involved account is Manohar and cash. So, next classification, personal and real. So, always you have to think business point of view. So, you have to think business point of view. So, business point of view, Manohar is giver for us. And cash comes in. Now, we applied rule, and now you can write the journal. So, which is to be debitor. So, debit what comes in. This is debitor. Cash should be debitor. And giver creditor. Credit the giver. So, entry will be cash account, debited. So, cash account, this is the cash account debited, and Manohar's capital account creditor. So, cash account debited 60,000 to Manohar's capital account 60,000. So, narration should be Manohar started business with cash. Next transaction, purchased furniture for cash. So, purchased furniture for cash. In this transaction, involved account is furniture and cash. Furniture and cash. So, first step over. Next, so involved account over. Next, classify. So, furniture asset account. So, real account is real account. So, it is real account. And cash also asset. It is also real account. Then apply rule. Apply rule. Furniture comes in or goes out. You purchased furniture. So, comes in. Comes in. And cash goes out or comes in. You paid, no? Goes out. So, now have to decide which is to be debited and which one to be credited. Debit what comes in. So, furniture account should be debited, and credit what goes out. As per real account, credit what goes out. So, cash account should be credited. So, furniture should be debited and cash should be credited. So, furniture account debit to cash account. Furniture account debit 10,000 amount to cash account 10,000. So, furniture purchased for cash. March 3rd, bought goods for cash. Goods purchased for cash. How much? 25,000. In this transaction, involved account is purchased and cash. Bought goods for cash. So purchased, involved account purchase, and another one is cash. So classified account. So purchase comes under nominal expenses and cash real account. Apply rule. Debit expenses. So expenses and cash comes in or goes out. So you purchased goods, you paid no, so goes out. Which one is to be debited? So all expenses should be debited. Debit and cash goes out, creditor. So purchase account debited and cash account credited. So purchase account debit 25,000 and to cash account 25,000. Bought goods for cash. Purchase term should be used only for goods purchase, not furniture, computer, machinery. Okay. So purchase term should be used only for goods. Next transaction, bought goods from Kamalesh on creditor. So on creditor, this is a credit transaction. So involved account is Kamalesh and purchase. Kamalesh and purchase. So purchase account comes under nominal account and Kamalesh comes under personal account, and the expenses debitor. So purchase is expenses, so it should be debited. And Kamalesh, what about Kamalesh? Receiver or giver? So here, so Kamalesh giver. Kamalesh is giver here. We purchased goods from Kamalesh. Credit the giver. So debit purchase account and credit Kamalesh account. So purchase account debited, purchase account debited, purchase account debit to Kamalesh account. Bought goods from Kamalesh. Narration is bought goods from Kamalesh. Next transaction, sold goods for cash. Sold goods for cash. So here sales made. So sales and cash involved. Sales and cash involved. It is income and cash asset account. So it is real account and it is income. So nominal account. This is a nominal account. So credit all income. Sales should be credited and cash comes in or goes out. It is comes in. So debit what comes in. Debit cash account and credit sales account. So cash account debit to sales account 28,000. So cashes. Next transaction, 10th March. Sold goods to Hari on creditor. Sold goods to Hari on creditor. We made sales on credit basis. So in this transaction, Hari and sales involved. So Hari and sales involved. Hari account personal account, and here Hari receiver or giver. Is the receiver or giver? So Hari receiver. So debitor receiver and sales nominal account and it is income. It is income, credit income. So Hari account should be debited and sales account should be credited. So Hari account should be debited and sales account should be credited. So Hari account debited to sales account 10,000. Sold goods to Hari on credit. See, in sales term also only sales term should be used only for goods, whether it is in credit transaction or cash transaction. But sales terms and purchase word should be used only for goods, not for other assets. Next transaction, paid Kamlesh. So March 14, paid Kamlesh. So involved account Kamlesh and cash we paid to Kamlesh. So here Kamlesh receiver. Classify account is personal account and he is the receiver. So receiver, so debit the receiver. So Kamlesh account should be debit. And what about cash account? Comes under real account and cash comes in or goes out? Goes out. It goes out. So credit what goes out. So entry will be Kamlesh account debit to cash account. So Kamlesh account should be debited, Kamlesh account, and cash should be credited. How much? 12,000. So paid to Kamlesh. Next transaction. Next, paid rent. So involved account is rent and cash. Involved account is rent and cash. Rent and cash. Rent is an nominal account, it is expenses. Nominal account classified. Involved account rent and cash classified rent nominal. It is an expenses. So expense should be debited. So rent should be debited. Rent account debited. And cash real account comes in or goes out? Goes out. So credit what goes out? So rent account debit to cash account. Next transaction, received from Hari. Cash received from Hari. So received from Hari. So involved account is Hari account and cash account. So cash received. So Hari and cash. So Hari personal, cash real account. So Hari receiver or giver. So cash received from Hari. So here Hari is giver. So giver should be credited. And what about cash? Cash comes in or goes out? Comes in. Debit comes. Debit comes in. This comes in. So Hari account should be credited and cash account should comes in debited. So cash account debit to Hari account 8,000. And last transaction, withdraw cash from business for personal use. Withdraw cash for personal use. For proprietor, personal use means for owner personal use, that is Manohar personal use. So cash withdraw from business for his personal use. So if any amount or stock withdraw from business for proprietors, that is owner's personal use, it should be treated as drawings. Here involved account is Manohar and personal means Manohar personal. So involved account is Manohar and cash withdraw from business. Okay, and Manohar comes under personal and cash comes in or goes out. It is real account. So Manohar should be Manohar personal account, and drawings should be treated as if any amount withdraw from business for owner personal use should be treated as drawings, and it should be treated as drawings account. And here cash comes in or goes out. So credit. So here personal debit the debit the receiver. So Managar account, but you have to treat that this one is drawing account. If any cash, any amount or stock withdraw from business for owner personal use, will be treated as drawing account. So drawing account should be debited and cash account should be credited. So drawings account debited to cash account 4,000.